Welcome back to part two of this, and this is piggybacking on the experiences of relationships, or excuse me, the expectations in your marriage. A lot of people enter into their marriages with expectations of some fantasy that's not reality, that doesn't match reality. And one of the things we have to do is to realize this brings a heaviness into your marriage. This brings a strain or stress into your marriage. Walking into your marriage with this whole thing about I'm going to have this, I'm going to have 10 kids, all these things, and then you didn't talk to your partner about it, and then you're becoming a force against your marriage instead of flowing with your marriage. And that's one of the really important things about marriage, is that you want to flow with it because it's spiritual. And that in flowing with marriage is very important, because in that you're building your wealth, but you're building up each other, and you're getting rid of expectations. We have a lot of problems when we have unmet expectations. Especially, one of the things you need to do is have a conversation about kids. What do you want to have with kids? And so, when do we want to have kids? How do we want to do kids? Not playing some, bamboozle your husband and just, waylay him with, 10 kids, or there should be always an open discussion about those things. You should always have an open discussion about your family and what in creating a family. That's important. The family is the nuclear of what's going on. And we're not just talking, husband and wife family, but we're talking about, partner family. Your husband is your family. Your wife is your family. This is one of the reasons why you get rid of what mommy and daddy. You get rid of mommy and daddy, and you cleave to your husband or wife. You begin to live with your husband and wife. Your expectations from your mom and dad, that life is gone. It's dead. Now you're one energy. You're one person. You're one spirit, one entity with your partner, and your partner is your partner. It is your focus. And so your partner is your focus. They're not a part of your focus. They are your focus, because you are one. You are to attend to them. Because in attending to them, you begin to understand and you begin to grow. You can't just decide you're going to be in marriage one day, and decide not. But when you're in marriage from the beginning, and from the beginning you enter into a place where you are building each other up. You're one spirit. As you are loving yourself and spending time with your spouse, you are an energy of love that's flowing back and forth. That's building each other up and just causing each other to grow. And that's important. As we do this, we're setting a foundation. We're setting a foundation in marriage so that our marriage will grow and go into the right space and place. But when we don't do that, and we put things before our partner, like our family or our parents, we cause a lot of stress and a lot of damage. And sometimes that damage is irreversible, because one of the things that happens is that we are neglecting and abandoning our spouse or our families. And that, my friends, is just not the way to do this. You don't have a marriage if you're not in it. If somebody's not obligated to you, if you're acting like you are a child in your family, and you neglect your partner. Your partner should be your priority, because they become your family so that you can have another family. And then in that, you're setting the rules.